name is Susan Doherty and I bike Ketchikan. Well, I actually got started biking because I wanted to do an Ironman. And of course, most of us ride bikes when we're young, but that doesn't translate into doing 112 miles on the bike on an Ironman. So luckily I have a friend here that's an ex-professional bike rider. So he helped me pick out a bike and helped me learn how to bike when you're gonna go for 112 miles. Even though when I'm not training, I still love to bike. Just the freedom, the wind, it's, you know, I look at it as the closest thing to being able to fly. So yeah, I love it. But I am a fair weather biker, and so for Ketchikan, that does limit your days. You know, in Ketchikan, we get these awesome days in January or February where it's beautiful blue sky, but it's kind of warm, maybe just above freezing, but it's so nice and it's hard to bike inside because we do bike inside in the winter. But so we'll set our trainers up outside with a water view and spin. There's like 3 or 4 of us that'll get together and spin. Well, I ride outside all summer long. I usually ride south or north and avoid town because it can be pretty dangerous. I've had a friend hit once every year in the last 3 years riding in town. So yeah, people just aren't that aware of bicyclists. They're not used to seeing them, so they don't really know what to do. You just have to be alert and you have to be proactive, and that I love my little mirror because I know when somebody's coming up, and I know if it's you know, summertime is when it's nice and when you want to be out, but it's also when all the tour buses go through. So they're big and, you know, they're not used to seeing bikes either. When you run, you're supposed to run against traffic. When you bike, you're supposed to bike with traffic, and you got to obey the rules of the road that a car does. You know, stop at a stop sign, stop at a light, all that stuff. So you see a bicyclist, they're on your right, you come up next to them, and maybe even you pass them, and now you're gonna make a right-hand turn. Well, it's gonna take you some time, and that bicyclist is moving, and I've seen several times where I've had to stop because they actually turned right in front of me. I'm gonna T-bone them. I don't stand a chance against a car, even if I'm only going 10 miles an hour. People who have nice road bikes, they might have $5,000 invested in that bike. Accidents happen. I mean, it's a huge expense to the bicyclist besides the injury factor. Realize that we have every right to be on the road as you do. If you have to slow down for a few minutes, you know, leave the house 5 minutes earlier if you're that pressed for time. It's okay to pass a bike and not go across the center line. There's plenty of room for us both. Going single file and not to be intimidated that you're gonna spook somebody when you pass them. I'd rather have somebody pass me than stay behind me for a mile because they're afraid to pass me, and then they've got 4 cars and now everybody's angry because there's a 4-car pileup waiting to get past. We just had a gal yesterday, had never been on a bike, and she rode with us 20 miles, and we love having new people and sharing our love with them. I think it takes 25 minutes to go round trip, and it must have taken us an hour because we stopped because the humpbacks were moving along the shoreline, and we just kept, okay, we'd watch them and we'd go, okay, we gotta go. And then they catch up to us and we're like, okay, we gotta stop and watch. You know, it's like, okay, that was a great ride. So, I don't know, we're a little crazy, but we have fun.